Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, it's really cold.
Yeah, it's much colder than it was
last year. It's so cold. Okay,
So
how in the world?
start.
Yeah, engine start. So this is the Mercedes AMG GT. Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, okay, I'm gonna roll up these windows so we can talk. So this is the AMG GT.
Yeah.
It's the standard GT. It's not the GTS. It's not the GTR. And initially, this car actually had what's it called? About 500 and something horsepower. I don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah.
But now it has a 700 and something horsepower.
Yeah, 7 something.
Yeah. And initially Mercedes built this car, and it was like their first performance because they had the SLS AMG before that, and that was always known as the crazy car. Like, it was not very good at handling.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looked good, and it had the gull-wing doors, but this was like a super
It's a driver's car.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think they did an amazing job. So like, what do you think about this car after driving it for so long?
Well, it's got, you know, excellent throttle. Throttle response. The shifting is very crisp. It does what you expect it to do. It's very intuitive too.
But you are saying something about the lag in the turbos.
Yeah, so the turbos in this are a lot more volatile. The SL's, you know, a little more subdued. It's supposed to be more of a luxury vehicle.
Yeah.
This is a driver's car. It's what it's supposed to be for, you know, touring and getting some good acceleration. So it's got a little bit more control. This one doesn't want to wag out on you. The back end doesn't push around.
And the steering feels so direct. Like, I can actually feel the steering, because some of these electronically assisted steerings, you can't really feel anything.
Yeah, no, it's very intuitive. You've got, if you're locked in, you can really feel it push and pull.
Yeah, we're behind a minivan, so we're just gonna turn around here and just head back. Oh, well, that exhaust sounds so good. And the car is actually not too low off the ground, and so it doesn't even need a lift. And so it is, just listen to this exhaust. I'm not gonna push it hard because, again, the weather is cold, and I do not want to.
It is a rear-wheel drive car. So.
Yeah, but for like being rear-wheel drive, like we were talking earlier, it doesn't feel like you would expect it to be all over the road, right?
Yeah, it doesn't
but
wag
it's
around.
not.
The width of it and the short wheelbase is very taut, and it handles very well.
Oh, and this RENNtech tune just makes it. Oh,
yeah, when it grabs its legs.
and the torque.
Yeah, the torque.
You've pretty much driven a lot of other cars. We're like driving the tail of the Dragon now, and
we're starting the Dragon right
now. Yeah, and so last year you were in your 458. So how does this feel compared to, like, say, the 458?
Oh, I mean, the 458's built for this. It's you know, it loves turns like this. So yeah, it's a little unfair comparison. So, you know, that car's a ton of fun to drive, and this car is as well. But they're just in different intent when they were built. So obviously, quite a different price point as well.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the upper end, it's just a monster.
Yeah.
You feel that pull.
It just never stops pulling.
Yeah.
And the throttle is, and the what's it called? The dual clutch transmission too.
Yeah, it shifts immediately.
It's so fast. Oh my gosh. Oh. I love this car, and the car it's so comfortable too as well.
Yeah. It's spending 2 days in it. I mean, you know.
Yeah, how does it feel? Because you pretty much drove this car for over 600 miles.
Yeah.
So how was it?
3.5, and it's very comfortable. Your line of vision is very good. The panoramic roof allows you to get a lot of light in, so you can see everything around you.
And you don't have to be so loud, because they put us in comfort mode. It's quiet, like it's so quiet.
Yeah,
and
you don't make the neighbors mad when you pull in the neighbors.
Yeah, this is an amazing car. So now you put it in sport mode, and that's when you can now actually rip it. And it's really cool a company like RENNtech exists, because initially this car was just a regular 500 and something horsepower, and just with a tune, it bumped the power up so much.
Yeah, anything that's bi-turboed,
wow,
it's been a really easy thing for them to go in. You know, after the government clearance has been done on the vehicle, you know, now you can take some of the. But on my Mercedes G63, it actually gave it better fuel economy.
Really?
On the highway, because it got very poor fuel economy.
Oh gosh. Oh, you RENNtech tuned yours?
Yes. So it's got a little more burble to the exhaust note when you're just driving around.
A lot of people are like, they don't think that turbos can produce any good out of like an exhaust sound. But Mercedes, I don't know how they did it, but it sounds just as good as their previous AMG cars.
Yeah, so you just got a true V8 that they left just, you know, growly and graspy, and then it's just turbo just at the top of it. So whereas opposed to some of them are going, you know,
turbo
6 cylinders and they're turbo, double turbo and 6 cylinders and stuff. You're never gonna get that big cam growl.
Porsche.
You know, this has got a 6.3 you know, V8. It's a big V8. It's got big pistons. So it's gonna have a nice good growl to it.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was amazing. It was awesome. Yeah, that torque, it just never gets old. Like, it just puts you back in the seat, and it's just awesome. I mean, it's not a... Some people say it's a supercar, some don't say it's a supercar, but...
I wouldn't say it's a supercar. I mean,
why?
Definitely, well, it just doesn't... it doesn't have quite the abilities of a supercar. Now, with this tune on it, it pushes it into the realm where now you have a real discussion of whether you can consider it a supercar, but... It's a touring car. It's a grand touring car. It's what it's meant to be. But you know, have some comfort, be able to perform very well. But we've held right along with the 720S, the 488. Really, as long as you can get straight stretches, you can catch back up a little bit because you can kind of overpower them a little bit in the straights. But the corners, you know, you can push through a lot more in the supercars than you can in this. But intermediate driver would have the ability to get in this car and really experience a really good driving experience.
Yeah, it's an awesome car. That's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, by the way, this is Josh. Have an amazing golden day. Bye.